Hey guys, how is it going? Welcome back to another squad builder. Today we have another hybrid squad. Today we have a 50k Bundesliga and Serie hybrid squad. So this should be a pretty awesome team to use this weekend, with obviously prices coming down quite a lot. A lot of cheap teams are probably going to get used this week during FUT Champions and just in general gameplay. So this should be a really good team for you to use this week. So if you do enjoy this and you want to see more, make sure you do smash a thumbs up. There's my thumb. Make sure you do subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let's go into this team. Goalkeeper we're using today is Ralph Farman. I did say and did make a video yesterday actually with the overpowered goalkeepers, and Farman was in that list because he's one of the best goalkeepers for me this year. One of the best cheap goalkeepers, and especially for something like this, he's going to be really useful when cheap teams are going to be used a lot this week. Our two centre backs, we've got Herwades and Manolas, two great centre backs. Herwades is one of those ones that surprises me, man. He's 800 coins. Medium, 6'2", 3-star weak foot, a really good card. His physical's a little bit weak and maybe his pace is a tad low, but it's like not horrendous, is it? And then we've got Manolas, 80 pace, 86 defending, 82 physical. His passing is not great, but he's got that high defensive work rate, which I really like in centre backs, and is a great trait to have. Our right back we've got is Florenzi. Pretty obvious choice for me at right back, a guy that I always go to. Obviously have the informed Florenzi and he plays amazing, so his gold card is really a given. At left back we've got Rodriguez, who's quite expensive in the minute. As you saw there, I have the Movember loan card, so he is about 7,000 coins at the minute, so he's quite expensive, obviously being out of packs. That means his card is pretty expensive, so you could maybe go for a cheaper option there. Left wing I've gone for Douglas Costa, probably the best left mid other than Marco Reus in the Bundesliga. Fantastic player. I've played a lot of games with him so far this year in my main team, in a couple of other teams, and he really does perform every time you use him. Obviously his pace is great, his dribbling is good, the 5-star skill moves is nice to have as well. Our midfield is where it maybe gets a little controversial. We've got Castro as our first midfielder, who has a central card, and I didn't put there, he just has that. Although that's probably a good idea to have that defending physical boost. But I've gone for Castro because our other midfielder is actually a CDM. It is actually De Rossi. And De Rossi is partly there for chemistry, but also because when I personally build a 4-4-2, I like to have one really defensive midfielder, or there's two ways I build a 4-4-2. I either go with two real real massive stamina based midfielders that can outlast a whole 90 minutes, or I go with one who is really good defensively and one who is pretty good offensively but also can help out defensively if needed. And in this case I've gone for De Rossi, who's very good at defending, and Castro, who's a real nice playmaker going forward. You could maybe stick a Cam in there. I don't think that would be the best decision, which is why I've gone for Castro and De Rossi. The right midfield I've gone for is obviously going to be Cuadrado. A lot of people tell me that Berardi is a really good option, so you could also put Berardi in here. I've seen his card and it's a very good card actually. I don't know, I'll be honest, I overlooked it when I've been building squads before, and it's something that I won't do now going forward. But I personally have used Cuadrado and I find him to be really good. I haven't actually used Berardi too much this year, so I don't really know too much about him, but with the amount you guys have been telling me how good he is, he's definitely somebody that you could stick in there as an alternative. And our two strikers up front to finish the team, we've actually got Andre Hahn and Carlos Bacca, who I actually have as an untradeable. Let me just go and find Carlos Bacca anywhere. There he is, Carlos Bacca. So we've got Carlos Bacca and Andre Hahn. We'll start off with Bacca. For me, really good striker, 85 pace, 81 shooting, 81 dribbling, 74 physical. Does only have 3-star skills, but it's one of those guys that doesn't have the skills, massive pace, but when he gets in front of goal, he will finish the chances all the time. Like 9 out of 10 chances he seems to bury, especially when I use him. And then we've got Andre Hahn, 4-star weak foot, high defensive work rate, which is quite odd. I've never used Andre Hahn. I only put Hahn in because a lot of people in the Bundesliga, the OP Bundesliga video, said that Andre Hahn was actually amazing. And I look at his card, an 85 pace, 83 physical, 78 shooting. It's actually insane. It does only have 2-star skills though. It does have good height as well, which is also good for winning headers. So Hahn could be a really good option actually. I mean, normally I would go for Hernandez here, but I'm actually seeing that Hahn is a really good player, and I know he's got very good finishing as well. So he's a player that I probably will look at going forward in squad builders and future squad builders. And in this one I've gone for him, but this is the best 50k Bundesliga and Serie A squad. It's actually a really nice squad. It's maybe a different sort of squad, but it's a squad that I think would be really successful in the game. Make sure you do leave a like if you want to see more of these. Also make sure you do that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. That's all for today, guys. Have an awesome day. I'm out.